Hey there, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks so much for checking out today's video where we're going to be using stickers to plan out our weekly spread. I am personally very new to using stickers inside of my bullet journal. It wasn't until very recently that I started to work with companies like Dolce Planner and become a part of the Archer and Olive design team, where I started to have more and more access to stickers for planning. So for this week, we're going to use the stickers from the Valentine's Day box to plan out our week inside of our bullet journal. Once I started to accumulate more and more stickers, I had to find a good way to organize them for myself. So I found this great clear page portfolio on Amazon. I'll link that below. And because most of the stickers that I'm getting are 8.5 by 5.5, they fit horizontally inside of these pages really well and stack pretty well too. So for all of the ones that are coming from Archer and Olive, they fit perfectly inside of here. I have some others that I've stuck inside of here. And then what I've been doing is the cardboard that's on the back of those Archer and Olive ones, I've just been kind of saving that, storing that away, and it's perfect because I can actually tape some of the other ones like these Dolce Planner ones to the back of these so I can easily see them as I'm organizing and going through and using them. This works a lot better, like I said, than just laying them out on a table or throwing them in a drawer. So for this week's spread, I'm going to actually use this sticker pack that came from the Archer and Olive Valentine's Day box. I'm not going to use all of it this week, so what I want to do real quick is just store them away and show you how I'm organizing them inside of here. There's probably a lot of other better ways to do this, but for me right now, this is going to work out well. If you have a great way that you're organizing your own stickers and stationery, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas on how you're doing it. Now for this week, I'm not going to need both of these sheets, but I'm going to use at least one of them. I'll use these paper clips, also these florals here at the top to design my weekly. I've been such a fan of how Bonnie draws hers inside of her own bullet journal. This is really exciting for me because I feel like I'm going to finally be able to get that style without having to draw them myself, because I don't feel like I do them justice. For the days of the week, I'm going to use this one from Dolce Planner here, so I'll go ahead and just pull this out of this book. I'm going to put that to the side. Now that we have our two main sticker sheets that we're going to need, let's go ahead and get out the rest of our supplies. First is going to be a pencil. Then I'm going to use this 02 fine liner from Mr. Pen. I've got my eraser, my ruler, as well as my slice ceramic scissors. Now, the reason that I have these this week is that while I do love the way that these look, I'm not a big heart person personally. So I'm just going to clip off the heart part of the paper clip and then use the top part on the page. So the first thing we need to do here is we need to go ahead and grid out what our page is going to look like. I know that I need 2 squares on the right-hand side for this week and next week. We'll have some spaces here in the middle for the days of the week. And then I'll use the right-hand side of this full page here for all of my notes. Now, something that I love to do, especially when I'm thinking out what I want something to look like and as I'm figuring out the right spacing, is just use a sticky note for yourself to get a good idea of how things are going to lay out, especially if you're using stickers or stamps or other things like that. For instance, I'll draw that I'm going to put these paper clips over top of these squares, and I'll just do a real quick sketch here on what the days of the week look like for this left-hand side of the page. Now, to make it easy for myself as I'm thinking through that, I'll go back to my grids resource page that I have in the back of this bullet journal for the square. And because it's a square bullet journal, what's cool is the spacing works horizontally and vertically as well. So for the left-hand side where I have these 2 bigger containers, I'm going to leave 4 spaces at the top. And then actually I won't need 18, I'll need 14 because I'm going to subtract the 4 from that main box. And then I'll do the same thing. We'll create 4 spaces between these 2 boxes and then 14 for that bottom one as well. And actually, if I'm doing my math wrong, which I am, it's going to be 5 in between because I have that 1 extra space here. So you got to think these things through. If I was just doing straight on the page, I'd be erasing and making all kinds of a mess. Now, because I have the 5 days during the week, this is pretty easy because I can just use the one I already have here. So it's 3 spaces at the top, and then we have 6 spaces for each one of these boxes with 1 space in between. So to make it nice and easy, 3, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, all the way down. And that's how I know I'll have the 5 days during the week here. So now that we're back on our page, the next thing to do is just going to be lightly sketching this in with a pencil. Even though I know my general spacing, I still like to go in and make some of these notches for where the spaces are going to be, just because I don't want to make the extra mistakes as I'm going in with my pencil. So I'll go ahead and count out the 4 from the top. Then I've got 14 for this main box. 5 spaces in between these 2 boxes here, and then 14 will take me to the bottom of the page. I always like to double count just to make sure and I am on point. Now for the right hand side, we're going to put those 5 days during the week, and for the amount of space I need here horizontally between these two, that can be completely up to you. I don't need a ton of space for the this week and next week. I want to make sure that I'm leaving plenty of room for notes and tasks for the days of the week. So I'll go ahead and just draw on these 2 extra lines here just to give myself some space between them. I will have to adjust just slightly though here at the top, because instead of 4 from the top like I have on the left hand side, it's actually 3 from the top, and that way I can fit the right spacing for those 5 days of the week. Next step here is just going in with your pencil, double checking to make sure you're counted correctly, and then putting in some of just a rough sketch of those lines before I go in with my pen. Next step is just going to erase some of those pencil lines around here, which we'll do on the full page, but sometimes I like to erase as I'm going along just to finish off each section as a time. So let's go ahead and pull out our stickers. These are going to be the first ones that we're going to be putting down on the page. I'm going to use these paper clips here to go over the top to make it look like it's a paper clip piece onto my notebook, but I don't need the small heart here on the bottom. So I'm going to do a little sticker surgery, get rid of the little heart here, so it looks like this paper clip is coming from behind and holding the paper sheet on the larger piece. We'll go ahead and do the same thing for this bottom one here and finish up the left-hand side. I'll also include some of these florals in just a minute, but let's go ahead and finish off the left-hand side of this page with the days of the week. Since I have all these already marked out and spaced, I'll just go ahead and take each one of the days of the week, Monday through Friday, and stick it on here in the space that I have for them. Stickers are a really great, fast, and easy way to add color and lettering to your page, especially if you don't feel super confident with it. It's one less step that you have to take as you go through. And what's really cool and what I like about it is that you can support other creators in this community that have their own stickers and small businesses. It's a really great way to help everyone else out as you're going through. Now that I have these all done, I'm noticing that some of these are a little bit crooked. So what I'm going to do is just take my blade here and just put it right underneath so that I can pull it up and just straighten it out a little bit. Because it's freshly put down, I shouldn't have any issues with repositioning this on this paper, but I'll be very careful just in case. I don't want to rip anything. Now that everything is nice and straight, I'll just go back in with my eraser here and just erase some of these pencil lines, and we'll be in a good spot for the left-hand side of this page. Now I'm going to add some of these decorative stickers. One of the new terms that I learned very recently in the sticker community is deco. So deco stickers, decoration stickers. I definitely see why these are so fun. It's kind of after you have your main layout of your page and all your pieces, it's fun because you can add any type of theme that you want to the page or to the paper, and it's super fun. And these are really neat too because they're foil stamped, so they add a nice little shine to the page. They go along with the paper clips on the other side. It all works. I totally see why everyone loves stickers so much in their planners. As I mentioned before, I've always been such a fan of Bonnie and her floral prints that she draws inside of her own bullet journal. So this makes me so happy to be able to take a piece of her artwork and add it right to my page so I can feel like Bonnie and cool like her and everyone else that can draw really great florals. It's just not my forte. Over on the right hand side, this is all going to be for notes for this week. I just have a tremendous amount of meetings and each of them comes with their amount of notes that they have. So as I'm going through and rapid logging, this is a really great way for me to just kind of keep track of everything. Now from using my resource page so often, I know that if I want to get a perfect center on my page, it's 18 squares from the left hand side, 1 space in between, and then 18 on the other side. So that creates 2 columns. Now what I'm going to do is to put 2 just small little darker marks on the bottom of this page on those 2 dots. And that way I don't have to draw a vertical line down here. The page can stay relatively open, but I know that when I'm writing out my notes to stop before I get to that line, and that'll help just create a small separation on the page. Now that everything is laid out and I know exactly what I'm doing, now for the detail and adding in the headers. So what I'm going to do this week is just some faux calligraphy here. So if you don't have a calligraphy pen or you don't feel confident with a brush pen, you can use any type of fine liner. And what you're going to do is just write out whatever word it is in cursive first. So on this top part, I'm going to write out this week. The bottom square, I'm going to write out next week. So I'm using the 02 Mr. Pen fine liner here to go over these lines. That way it's not super thin like that 005, but also it's not too thick. think it just fits really nicely and goes well with the other stickers that I'm going to use, so it doesn't feel too overwhelming on the page and blends in pretty seamlessly. And then I'm going to write out my notes header over on the right hand side of the page. Next, to create that faux calligraphy look, what you're going to do is anywhere where you're pulling the pen down, so this downstroke on this T and then the downstroke on the H, you're just going to draw a little bit of a line over and fill it in with that black. That's going to create the visual thick and thins that you would usually see with a brush pen or in calligraphy, and it's a really great and super easy way to add some style to your page. And now that everything is done, this is what our weekly looks like. We started with the space on the left-hand side this week and next week with the days of the week, and then a full page for notes over on the right-hand side, and mostly using stickers for this spread with a small handwriting for each of the headers. I appreciate you hanging out with me today and planning along with me as I started to incorporate more stickers into my weekly spreads. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know my motto this year is if I have the stationery, then I'm going to use the stationery. As special as many of these stickers are, or even using stamps or other materials, if I'm not using them, I'm kind of just holding on to them for a special day, and who knows when that special day is going to come. So we might as well use them while we have them. If you'd like to see more ideas around how you can lay out weekly and daily spreads in your bullet journal, I'll go ahead and link to my playlist above so that you can see all of the great ideas that I have already done here on YouTube. And don't forget to also check me out on Instagram, instagram.com/menwhobullet. You can see after the pen photos of a lot of these spreads to see what they look like after they're completely filled in, as well as some other great ideas and inspiration. Thanks again so much for checking things out today, and I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great rest of your day.